Hi there folks, greetings from the hog shed today. What we're going to be doing today is taking the back tire off of a 2009 Harley Dyna Wide Glide, Super Wide Glide. Now I'm trying to do all this on my own without any help, basically run the camera and everything, so bear with me a little bit. Something that Harley Davidson has done, I've seen it done on a lot of bikes. If you notice, take a look right in there, see if I can get my camera to zoom in. They have put the axle shaft in ass damn backwards. Okay, it should go in the other way. With them doing it like this, and yes, you can see that this tire definitely needs to be replaced. Seems to me like doing it like this, Harley wants you to go ahead and have to take off all this exhaust and everything else. They want you to take it off up there, okay? Because then you have to pay them for a new gasket and everything else. It's just a little bit more labor intensive. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the exhaust, but when we go to put everything back together, we're gonna put the shaft back a different way, completely different way. That side right there is gonna be over here, and this side over here is gonna be right there. That way you don't have to take the exhaust off next time. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Like I said, bear with me. I'm gonna try and figure out how to do all this on my own, run the camera and everything else. So let's get her done. Okay, I'm back here again. Did go ahead and take the saddlebag off this side just to make it just a little bit easier to get at everything. Right here is a I call them a Jesus clip, but it's an E clip. You take the screwdriver out. We're gonna pull that E clip off. Just pops right off just like that, and they go flying. That's the reason why I call them a Jesus clip. As soon as they go flying, you go, Jesus, where the hell did it go? So now we're gonna have to take that nut loose right there. Okay, I'm getting ready to take this nut off right here. I did pause it so I could go ahead and go after tools. I didn't have everything lined up. This nut right here is a 36 millimeter. It's kind of a big old bastard, and yes, some Harleys do have metric nuts and bolts on them. So just let you know that. Don't be expecting all Harleys to be everything all standard. It's just not gonna happen. So this one right here is gonna, and it really, big bar on there, didn't take a whole lot. Okay, we got her loose. We're gonna go ahead and spin that nut right off. Now one of the things you need to keep in mind is your spacing right here. Okay, you need to keep in mind your spacing. What I like to do is I grab a Sharpie. Okay, take your Sharpie and mark on your spacer right where that tire, or right where that spacer is at. Okay, that way you can kind of line it up pretty close. So got that through. Now on the other side, I was able to get the exhaust pushed down. All right, gonna have to push the exhaust down. Yeah, I didn't have a wrench big enough, so I just went ahead and put a crescent wrench on there. And of course now I'm having a little bit of difficulty getting the crescent wrench off of there. Okay, I had to take the good old-fashioned rubber mallet and tap the wrench off. Now, you can see that I can go ahead and push the exhaust down. We're going to see if that bolt will clear. What we need to do is go over here. We're just going to start tapping that axle right through with the rubber mallet. Okay, now you can see right there how it's going to hit. This is what we do not want. However, we just keep on tapping it through and it will eventually come through. Okay, in order to take this exhaust off, what I'm going to do, first things first, 9/16 nut right in here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get that loosened up. That right there, what that does is that loosens up your, that's a clamp that goes onto your your muffler onto your exhaust pipe. Okay? Got that loose. That's 9/16. It's going to be 2 holder nuts down here. These are both 1/2 inch. Okay? And hear the tink. That's it coming loose. Not really a whole lot of room to get your head down there and look down there, otherwise I'd have the camera down there, but all you have to do is take a look and you'll see the 2 bolts. 2 bolts, 2 nuts. The bolts hold themselves, so all you have to do is just loosen up the 2 nuts that are on the bottom and it'll come right loose. Probably won't be able to pull them all down, you know, basically loosen them up with your fingers. So just nature of the beast. Okay, I end up having to take the bracket off down here for the top exhaust and then pull that whole exhaust pipe off, which is nothing short of a pain in the ass. Then got everything all loose. Came around here, tapped the axle shaft through. If you have everything lined up perfect, that axle shaft will pull right through. There's no sense beating on it or anything like that. It will pull right through. Okay? Next thing that you'll have to do, loosen up these adjusting studs. These adjusting studs right here. You take an Allen head. That Allen head is 5/16. You'll loosen up those adjusting studs. And that way, it'll loosen up your belt. Should be able to pull your belt off. Okay, I've got to loosen up the adjusting stud just a little bit more. And you can tell everything's pretty loose in there. You can see it wiggling pretty good. Okay? That way, when I go to put the new tire on, the adjusting studs should be pretty damn close. Okay? Now, give her a couple taps, make sure she's good and loose. Pull your belt off. Okay? One of the things I like to do, have a creeper right here, creeper spool. Now we're going to go ahead, we're going to raise the tire up, all right? Okay, there's your 1 spacer. Wherever the spacers drop out, that's exactly where I put them. You'll notice this spacer right here, notice the difference in the size of the spacers. Tall one goes over here, short one goes over here. That way you know exactly where they're going to be at. Now what you'll end up doing, and I'm hoping I can do this, move this around like here. Hold it up a little bit. Take my plate out, just like that. Okay? And drop right out. Well, hang it up on that caliper. There's how you take a tire off. I will possibly, if I have some help, I will go ahead and do a how-to video on how to put it back on. Thanks for watching.